It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Smoothie King Center in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The New Orleans Pelicans control the tap. Payton. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Love. Look out. If he's hitting those, could be a long night.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Holiday to Julius Randle. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Hill across the timeline. Leads just a point. Smith. To Hill. To J.R. Smith. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, and J.R., it can be no. Yes, when it goes in.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Randle to Payton to Davis. Down low. That's no good.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But this defense keeps maintaining.
And he throws it down. Nice finish for Kevin Love. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Scores from the post.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Well, can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Drew Holiday, that's his first personal foul.
Smith.
Foul number 1.
Korver to Love. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Holiday to Payton. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Cleveland has the basketball. George Hill to J.R. Smith. Inside, he scores.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
To Holiday. They go down low to Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Hill into the front court. The score 12-8. Smith to George Hill. Smith. No good. The defender was a little too close for comfort.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Now a whistle, and Cleveland is going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
Today's game program for the latest trivia question and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions, New Orleans.
Sexton to Rodney Hood. Off the mark. Surprised he took that one. Payton to Holiday. And the finish. Slam dunk.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Smith to Colin Sexton. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Payton to Holiday. Down to 5 on the 24 to Holiday. Has a look. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Gets off the three. At the buzzer. And it's off the rim. Came so close to draining that one from 3/4 court. But that'll do it for this opening period. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Cavaliers have the lead. Jay, in the first quarter, if you own shares of stock in the offenses, you'd make a lot of easy money. There was no defense to start this one.
Well, the offense is hitting on all cylinders. Great ball movement, great shooting, great passing. But my goodness, has the defense been horrific. Can we do something about that, please, in the second quarter?
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's Pelicans ball. Holiday. Probing the defense. Holiday. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Not today. Hill across the timeline. Leads 4. Going along. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Cavaliers get possession. Hill into the front court. Lead stands at 7. And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw. Gets both to drop at the line. The Pelicans will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Payton to Holiday. To Julius Randle. He's denied. Davis.
That kid can block out the sun,
Able to convert inside.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Hill to Korver. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Korver. Love. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Pelicans basketball. Hayden to Holiday. Down low for Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Hood to Hill. The drive right to the basket. Hill driving, but his shot won't go. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To Korver. Fires the 3 and draws the foul.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First free throw is good. Second to 3, got it.
The Cleveland Cavaliers, number 5, J.R.
Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them. Pelicans have the basketball. Hayden to Davis.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots. Then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Not it's blocked by Davis.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Holiday in possession. Now down 6. Holiday to Davis. Nice pass to set things up.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and you can get it any way you want.
Holiday controls the basketball. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Holiday. They'll get it down to Davis. Another chance. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
George Hill to J.R. Smith. Here comes the screen. Not that time. That'll be rejected by Davis.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
New Orleans going to take it up. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Won't go down for J.R. Smith. Defense was all over him. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
the mark on his free throw. Now a three at the buzzer. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports halftime report. And it's still anyone's game at this point. I get the feeling it won't be decided until the final moments. These are the guys getting buckets. The Cavaliers will start the third quarter with a tie on the scoreboard. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. Have a look at the leading scorers.
Game track. Field goals.
It doesn't seem fair to nitpick either team's first half performance, particularly when you consider how well each team shot the ball. In a variety of ways, these guys are battling back and forth offensively. It's made for an interesting game.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that?
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All even to the first half of play as we get rolling once again here in the third quarter. Ball in possession of Cleveland. Hill to Korver. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws the defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
Randall to Holiday. They go down to Davis. To Julius Randle. Rejected by Thompson.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Korver to Rodney Hood.
Screen come on.
To George Hill. To Korver.
Screen.
To Love. They'll get it down to Thompson. Christian Thompson with the slam. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Here comes the screen. Inside, he scores.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Cavs at the controls. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. George Hill. 4-3. Good when he's open and when he's not. So dangerous.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
It's no good. Not sure what he was thinking there. To Hill. Fires the three. Not that time. He missed it. Hayden into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. To Davis. He's looking for that touch. Hill across the timeline. Leads 5. Down low top. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Payton with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Randall to Payton. Davis not going down for him this time.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Korver. They'll get it down to Thompson. Finish that.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Hill to Rodney Hood. To George Hill. To Korver. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't do much better than that. Kyle Korver misses the shot.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Payton to Holiday. Nothing going here on that drive. Holiday to Payton. To Davis. For 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Korver to Love. Nice pass to get things going.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Holiday. To Payton.
Hey, double screen.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
You know, everyone gets lucky from time to time.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
New Orleans will take it up. Payton to Holiday. To Payton. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Trying to cash in. The shot by Payton won't fall. Hill into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. The shot denied by Okafor.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Gets off a 3. At the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. The Cavaliers with the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. New Orleans has it. Holiday. To Davis. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Hayden into the front court. His guy's down 11. Holiday to Payton. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Sexton to J.R. Smith. Has a chance. Hand in his face. Still hits. You don't see that very often.
Ed, that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
To Payton. Davis to Payton. Here comes the screen. Payton gets it in the right corner. To Payton. And look out.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Cleveland has the basketball. Sexton to J.R. Smith. Nothing going here on that drive. And finishes at the rim. Kevin Love with the stuff.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Entering the game for the New Orleans Pelicans, number 30.
Hayden to Davis, down low. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And when we start talking about some of the top players in the game, can we talk about the guy that got first-team All-NBA for the third time in 4 years? Can we talk about the guy who was the second leading scorer in the league last year with 28 points per night? Can we start mentioning AD's name with the best in the game starting now?
Smith to Corver. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
For an offensive player at his magnitude, that's as easy as a layup if you're not crowding him defensively.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Can't convert the free throw. Another shot won't go either. No love lost. Kevin Love with the denial.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
George Hill to Love. Scores from the post.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
It's Pelicans ball. Payton to Davis. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
Hands off. Get the
He
ball.
connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
Holiday to Davis. Curling inside and flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Hill across the timeline. The lead stands at 9. To Love. Shot from the lane won't go.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
To J.R. Smith. To Hill. Fine to shoot. It goes down.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and you can get it any way you want it.
Holiday. Davis to Payton. To Holiday.
Hey, he been screening all day. You gotta see that.
15-footer at the buzzer. The Cavs are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so...
The Cavaliers were solid in today's victory. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Pelicans didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. The Pelicans got their score from the guys you're seeing here on screen.
Game drive. Bench points.
The Cleveland Cavaliers can confidently say it was the player of their substitutes that was a big reason, if not the biggest reason, for their success today. Tremendous job by the reserves to be impactful in this matchup.
Player of the game.
Kevin Love put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.